Hope College enjoying an 8-1 lead as we get in the bottom of the fifth. Lexi Potapsik to lead it off. She swings at the first pitch and grounds it foul down the right field line. We're glad you joined us this afternoon.
I just fixed it.
0-1 to Potapsik. 0-2. Drop ball on the outside corner. Bethany Regneris, the senior from Palos Heights, Illinois, Chicago Christian grad, came in the fourth inning. 1-2. Potapsik came into the game having played in all 12, started all 12, 35 at-bats starting tonight. Coming into this afternoon's game, she takes ball 2 high. She scored 9 runs, 13 hits, 3 of them doubles, 4 home runs, 16 stakes for a .371 batting average and a slugging percentage of .800. Swung on and fouled, 2 balls, 2 strikes to start the bottom of the fifth. Right-hander Regneris, slow curveball outside, and we're full up 3-2. Here's the 3-2. Swung on hard, single to left field, and Potapsik is on base to start the bottom of the fifth. That'll bring up Vanessa Crombeam. At the bottom of the fifth inning, Potapsik represents the winning run. We're going to get a runner for her in this bottom of the fifth. And Coach Mary Vanderhoof's going to go with Emily Martin, the sophomore. Played in 10 games so far, scored 4 runs. She's been running just this year for Coach Vanderhoof.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 17, Vanessa Crombeam.
Martin, a sophomore from Whitehall High School. Regneris getting set to take on Crombeam. Crombeam with a great bunt down third base. And bobble at first base will move the runner on, and Crombeam will be safe at first base. So a sacrifice turns into an error. We got 2 runners on. And that will bring up Kaylee Ebeling.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 27, Kaylee Ebeling.
Ebeling, the junior from Utica High School, has had a great day at shortstop. Takes a drop ball on the outside corner, 0-1. It's been all Hope College today as they picked up 4 in the first, 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth. Chicago's lone run came in the top of the third. Curveball outside, 1-1. Ebeling has appeared in all 12 games, 33 at-bats, 8 hits, 242 hitting average. On base percentage, 306, and slugging, 394. That's a ball, 2-1 to Ebeling. Curveball paints the outside of the plate, and it's 2-2. Nice pitch by Regneris. Ebeling looking to finish game 1 of this doubleheader a little early as Hope leads 8-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Slow drop ball. Ebeling does a great job of spoiling. Good pitch by Regneris. Count remains 2-2. Another good pitch by Regneris. Hit well by Ebeling and caught in the outfield, and all the runners will return Great play in the outfield by Laney Hughes, who went deep and made a great catch on a solid shot by Kaylee Ebeling. That's the first out. Chicago not out of the woods yet, as Regnerus will now have to face Bree Nolan. Third base woman has appeared in all 12 games, 33 at-bats so far. And here's a nice shot to right field, but it's right at the right fielder, and that's going to be 2 outs. Nice play by Layla Sims. She's the freshman from Sewanee, Georgia. And just when it looked like perhaps Hope College was going to be able to close this out, 2 nice plays in the outfield by Chicago, and they are 1 out away from extending this game. Hope leads 8-1.
Pinch hitter for the Flying Dutch is number 2, Sydney Zambo.
Now batting for Hope College, number 2, Sydney Zombo. Her first appearance for today. She's a sophomore from Fraser High School. Zombo's played in 8 games with 7 at-bats and a very impressive .571 batting average. The left-hander digs in and takes the first pitch for a strike from Regnerus. Right-hander deals inside out, and it's over the head of the right fielder. And that is going to, I believe, be the run limit. Great shot by Sydney Zombo. And the inside-out nature of that ball caused it to go over the head of the left fielder. And that ends game 1 of this doubleheader. The final score, Hope College 9, the University of Chicago 1. We will take a break. We would like you to come back and check with us in probably 15 or 20 minutes, and we will have game 2 started for you. This is Hope College Softball.
Your final score from game number 1.
First pitch to Elena Yasik is fouled off, 1-0. 0-1. Chloe Haskins in the circle for the Dutch in game 2. And she fires a rise ball on the outside corner, and it is 0-2. Just getting started in game 2. We are glad you have joined us. University of Chicago taking on the Hope College Flying Dutch in this non-league home opener doubleheader this afternoon. Loopy changeup comes in a little high, 1-2. Swung on and fouled back by Elena Yazik, middle infielder and catcher. The right-handed throwing, right-handed batting sophomore hails from Verona, Wisconsin. On the year, batting .238. Line drive right back and stabbed by Chloe Haskins. That was a rocket at 2-2, and Haskins made a great play.
Batting for the Maroons, number 11, Julia Focal.
That brings up Julia Focal. Focal came into the game hitting .269. Takes the first pitch, top part of the zone. 0-1 to Focal. Focal started 9 of the 11 games so far for Chicago coming into today. Nice fastball just outside, 1-1. Focal scored 6 runs, had 7 hits, slugging percentage of .346. Rise ball just a little high, 2-1. Chloe Haskins making her 7th appearance of the season. Drop ball inside and low, 3-1. Haskins has started 5 games, 3-0 on the year, with an ERA impressive at 1.44. Here's a pop-up behind third base, coming over and making the catch is the left fielder. And who is that?
Now batting for the Maroons, number 17, Savannah Pinedo.
2 outs, that'll bring up Pinedo. Crombie with a nice play there as she chased down, coming in front of Ebeling to make the play. Pinedo hits it deep. Going back is Crombie, and just foul. What a shot by Pinedo. Crombie chased it down but couldn't get there in time. Pinedo on the first pitch, the 5'7" right-handed swinging senior from Granada Hills, California, got all of that. And the result is a long strike, 0-1. That one swung on, fouled out behind the first base dugout. 0-2. Pinedo aggressive at the plate. Savannah coming into this afternoon's contest, starting all 13 games, hitting .258. Here's the 0-2. Nice pitch on 0-2 outside by Haskins, but good spot. Framed well by catcher Haley Bennett, 1-2. And here's the 1-2, and strike 3 called as Chloe Haskins gets the top of the zone. We played a half an inning in game 2. The score is University of Chicago 0, Hope College coming to bat.
Leading off the bottom
Grace
of the
Henry
first
starting
inning
out the
for
bottom of the
Dutch.
first for the
Number
Flying
6,
Dutch.
Grace Henry.
She steps in to face the 5'9 freshman from North Royalton, Ohio, Paige Hefka, who will start the game for the University of Chicago. First pitch is a ball. Hefka making her 8th appearance. She started 7 games. This is her 8th start. Those are the only appearances. She has not come in relief. Ball 2 outside. Henry has played in all 13 games for Hope. That's ball 3 outside. She's got 46 at bats, 391 batting average, 417 on base percentage, and 565 slugging. Here's the 3-0, and that catches the outside corner on the left-hander. Hefka getting ready to deal to the sophomore from Hudsonville, and that one trails outside, and Grace Henry is on to start Game 1 for the Flying Dutch. And that'll bring up Peyton Benjamin. Same lineup as last game for Hope.
Peyton Benjamin.
Benjamin, second-year outfielder who hails from Eaton Rapids. Stands in on the right side of the plate and waits for the pitch from Hefka. Nice bunt right back to Hefka. She will fire to first and get the first runner at first, get the batter. Sacrifice by Benjamin. Moves Henry over to second, and here comes Erin King.
Erin King.
She also has played in all 13 games, 38 appearances, 10 runs, 14 hits, 3 doubles, foul back, 17 stakes with a 3.68 batting average, 438 on base percentage, and a 763 slugging percentage for the senior from Hudsonville. Back-to-back Hudsonville in the lineup here in numbers 2 and 3. Hope with a long tradition of getting great players from Hudsonville. And there's an inside out by Erin King, and that is going to, Coach Vanderhoof is going to hold Henry at third. And that's going to put runners on first and third. Great play by Lila Sims, getting to the ball quickly from right field and saving the run.
Batting for the Flying Dutch, number 5, Caitlin Callow.
2 on, 1 out for Hope. In the bottom of the first, here's Caitlin Callow. Callow batting .286 on the year. And here's King on the steal, and it's going to go into center field, and that's going to score Henry. Little miscommunication by the catcher and the second base woman. That's going to be a stolen base for Erin King and a throwing error, and that's going to give Hope a 1-0 lead. One 0 to Callow. Here's the pitch from Hefka. Inside corner. 1-1. Callow, the senior, one of the few out-of-state products for Hope. Plainfield, Illinois native. Swings at a rise ball. Nice job by Hefka jamming Callow on the inside part of the plate, and it's 1-2. King sits on second. What a play. Line drive and a double play. Wonderful defensive play by the first baseman. And then she was able to double up Erin King. That was Lola Fisher who made that play, and she rifled it down to shortstop. So Hope threatens. They do pick up 1. We played 1 inning here in Game 2 of this doubleheader. It's Hope 1. Chicago nothing. University of Chicago with a great defensive double play to get him out of a jam in the first inning. That brings us to the top of the second. Hughes, the batter, playing center field in this game. Laney Hughes hails from Erie, Colorado. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Second one swung on. Medium depth to center field. And what away as Peyton Benjamin drifts to her right to pick up the first
Now
out.
batting for the Maroons, number 16, Lola Fisher.
That'll bring up Lola Fisher. Fisher, the one who made the great play at the end of the first inning. And then rifled it down to the shortstop, Maddie Mudrick, for that double play. First pitch is a strike. Second one jammed inside, and Fisher has to fight it off. 0-2. Fisher did not play in the first game. She did not bat in the first game. She did run, but did not have an at-bat appearance. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's a little foul off on the far side over by first base. And a great play there made by Caitlin Callow as the ball was trailing away from her right in front of the first place dugout. And we've got 2 outs in the top of the second.
Now batting for the Maroons, number 10, Paige Hefke.
Here's the pitcher, Paige Hefke, up. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Haskins delivers. Drop ball down low and inside. 1-0. Next pitch is a strike from Haskins. As I said earlier, this is her 7th appearance. She started 6 of those 7 games. She's 3-0. She's had 2 complete games. 24.1 innings pitched coming into today. Has given up 5 earned runs. Averages over 5 strikeouts per 7. That ball by Hefke is swung on and fouled out not out of play, but out of the reach of the Hope defense. And an impressive 1.44 ERA. And she has helped herself a little bit in the first 2 innings of this game. Swing and a miss by Hefke as Haskins fires a rise ball by her out the outside part of the plate. We've played 1.5. The score is Hope 1, Chicago nothing. Lexi Potapska will lead off the bottom of the second. Designated player. Had a great game in game 1. Went 2 for 3, scored a run, had a RBI. She takes the first pitch from Hefke Paints the outside part of the plate. 0-1. Patapsik hitting .421 on the year. Next pitch is a ball. 1-1. Comes a 1-1 from Hefka inside. It'll be 2-1. Patapsik with 38 at-bats coming into this afternoon's contest. She had 3 of those in the first game. Has scored 4 runs, 16 hits. 3 of those are doubles. And 2 of them are home runs, 19 RBIs. Called strike from Mr. Darrell Henderson, and we've got 2-2. Hope won the first game 9-1 in 5 innings. Trying to clinch the doubleheader sweep here as that ball just trails outside. Nice rise ball from Hefka. Good eye by Patapsik. Hefka taking her time. Grabs the third signal from her catcher and fires it low. Good at bat by Lexi. And leadoff runner is on. That'll bring up Vanessa Crombeam. And we're going to get a runner early on here for Hope College. That's going to be Emily Martin. She made an appearance in the last game as well. Coach Vanderhoof has kept her busy. This is her 12th game, and she scored 5 runs, playing the critical pinch runner position for the Flying Dutch.
Pinch runner for the Flying Dutch is number 23, Emily Martin. Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 17, Vanessa Crombie.
Crombie, the sophomore from Calvin Christian, comes into the game batting .324. Hefka getting ready to deliver. Nice pitch on the inside part of the plate. Just tucks inside of Crombeam's elbows. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Emily Martin running, and Crombeam fouls it back. Hefka gets the sign from her catcher, Focal. And here's the 1-0-2, and strike 3 called. Knee high. Great pitch by Hefka. And we've got 1 out. That'll bring out Ebeling.
Number 27, Kaylee Ebeling.
1 out. 1 runner on. Hope leads 1-0. And here comes Martin on the steal again. Down to Fortier, and she's out. Great throw. And that's going to be out number 2. Give credit that time to a laser by Focal, who fired it down to Fortier. And we've got 2 outs. The pitch was a ball. It is 1-0 to Ebeling. Fastball on the outside part of the plate, 1-1. Ebeling keeps it alive. She fights off a good pitch from Hefke. Ebeling with a good at-bat. Hefke making good pitches, and Ebeling staying alive. That one fouled down the first baseline. Hope is not able to get to the Chicago pitchers as early as they did in game one. Hefka is doing a good job of, with some good defense as well, keeping Hope College to just one run so far. 2-2 the count. Fastball. Short left field, and it's bobbled by the shortstop Fortier, and that's going to put Ebeling on second base. Fortier made a great play earlier as she was part of the double play, but that one just had a little bit too much spin on it, and that's going to be an error on Chicago, and that's going to put Ebeling on second base, and that will bring up Bree Nolan.
Bree Nolan.
Nolan went 1 for 3 in game one. Was left on base one time. First pitch is a strike. Nolan batting .250 on the year. 9 hits and 36 at-bats. Ball just outside, 1-1. Focal fires back to Yazik. And Ebeling back to the base on time, 1-1. Hope looking to get this runner in scoring position across. And out stealing earlier dimmed the rally, but they still have a runner in scoring position. Good pitch by Hefka, 1-2. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. 2 strikeouts by Hefka that inning. We've completed 2. The Hope College Flying Dutch lead the University of Chicago 1-0 after 2. We are back at Walters Stadium as we start the top of the third. Hope College leads 1-0. Chloe Haskins pitched the minimum batter so far, and now she faces the left fielder, Caitlin Oldie. Change up on the outside part of the plate to the left-hander. Makes it 0-2. That ball's outside. Oldie coming into the game with an 0.59 batting average. She started 6 of the 8 games before today. Oldie swings and fouls that one off. She's had 17 at-bats. She scored 5 runs, but just 1 hit so far on the season. And that ball goes into short center field, and that's going to be 1 away. Hope College cruising along on defense so far. Nice play there by Peyton Benjamin as she had to come in on that short play. Short fly ball. Waller the batter. First pitch for a strike by Haskins. Waller, a left-handed swinging senior from Houston, Texas, swings at that one, 0-2. Haskins showing great command early on. It's popped up, and it's going to get back to the netting at Walters Stadium and drop down. Jules Waller batting .200 on the year. She started 11 games, 11 of the 12 coming into today. 25 at-bats with 5 hits. Here's the 0-2. And swing and a miss. Nice little bender away from the left-hander. Chloe Haskins showing great command. And 2 outs in the top of the third. Great pitch.
Number 8, Claire Fortier.
Swung on by Fortier, the 9th batter in the lineup. And that's going to go out into left field, and that's going to be an easy out and another easy inning for Chloe Haskins in the Dutch, as that one's gobbled up by Vanessa Crombeam. We played 2.5. Quick half inning. It's Hope 1, Chicago nothing. It'll be 9-1-2 for Hope College coming up in the bottom of the third. Haley Bennett leads it off in the 9 spot. The catcher this evening. Bennett went 0 for 2 in the first game. And she digs in against Hefke and fires a line drive over shortstop and starts out the third inning with a hit. Nice play by Haley Bennett to fight off a really good pitch from Hefke, and she finds a spot in left field. Bennett came in batting .194 with an on-base percentage of .294, and she gets the third inning started exactly the way Hope wants, and we're going to get another runner. This time this is going to be Maddie Paul, the freshman from Beaverton, Michigan. Maddie's played in 10 games and another one of those key runners for Coach Vanderhoof. She's also scored 5 runs, a role that Coach Mary Vanderhoof uses quite regularly for her first-year players. Maddie Hall being one of them. We're at the top of the order. It's going to be Grace Henry.
Pinch runner for the Flying Dutch is number 8, Maddie Paul. Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 6, Grace Henry.
Grace Henry stepping in. Runner on first. Grace walked to start the game. And puts down a great bunt. They're going to have to go to first to get her. Nice play by the third base woman, Pinedo, but that does move Paul over to second, and that will bring up Peyton Benjamin.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 3, Peyton Benjamin.
Nice pitch on the outside corner, knee high to start the at-bat by Hefke. And it is 0-1. Ball 1, 1-1. Benjamin had a sacrifice bunt her first time up. Moved Grace Henry over. Now she's up with a chance to move a runner, but that ball is going to be topped up. Tough play in the sun, and it is grabbed for out number 2. Give credit to the second base.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch.
Yazik.
4,
Nice play.
Aaron King.
2 outs, Aaron King steps in to face Hefke for the second time. Nice changeup, 0-1. King singled to right and got the RBI, scoring Henry in the first inning, the only run of the game so far. Outside, 1-1. King, the senior from Hudsonville, another off-speed pitch. That one catches the outside part of the plate just on the black, 1-2. Hope trying to build on their 1-0 lead. They won decisively 9-1 in game 1, including 4 runs in the opening inning. That one just outside, 2-2. Good eye by Aaron King. Hefka looking in, getting her sign. And that one high and in tight, and Aaron King does a great job of fighting it off. Tough pitch by Hefke. King coming into the game batting .368. 14 hits on 38 ABs. Here's the 2-2. Off speed and off the outside part of the plate, and we are 3-2, 2 outs. Aaron King with a judicious at-bat, fouling off what she needs to and having a good eye. Here's the full pitch. And that's low, and Aaron King fights out a base on balls. Great at-bat by Aaron King. That'll put 2 on for Kaylin Callow.
Number 5, Kaylin Callow.
Those of us softball fans are just getting to know the team as they are making their home opener. They played 12 games leading up to today, but they've all been on the road, including 10 of them in Florida. Callow takes the first pitch for a ball. Callow, one of the few out-of-state players on the roster, Plainfield, Illinois, takes the 1-0 from Hefka, and that's inside. Hefka had been cruising along. She looks a little frustrated here. She's having a little bit of hard time finding a plate against King, and now Callow 2-0. Line drive fouled on third base line. Timed well by Callow, but just a little in front of it. Callow batting .286 on the year, including last game when she went 2 for 3 and scored 2 runs. Here's the 2-1. Fouled out of play along the right field line. And 2-2. Callow looking to put the ball on the green somewhere and try to break open this game a little bit as the slow CSX train slowly comes by center field. Back to the mound, and it looks like Chicago's going to get out of it as Hefke makes a play, and she helps herself. We've completed 3 innings of play. The score is Hope 1, Chicago nothing. Chloe Haskins cruising along in game 2 of this doubleheader. 9 up and 9 down so far. Starting out the top of the 4th will be Yazik, who started the game as well. Yazik playing second base for Chicago. First pitch is a ball. Yazik lined out on a shot right back at Haskins to start the game. There's an off-speed pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. That was about the hardest hit ball that Haskins has had the first time through the lineup. It's been smooth sailing ever since then. This one's fouled back, 1-2. Haskins set to deliver at 1-2 and off speed, and patience on that play, and nice play by the Aaron King, the senior captain, second base, and there's one out. Good at bat by Yazik. She was patient on a really good changeup by Haskins, and King was able to hustle over on the shortstop side of the bag to get the first out of inning number 4. That'll bring up Focal, and she lines it and stabbed by Bree Nolan. And we've got 2 outs just like that. 1 pitch and 1 out, and we've got 2 outs here as Haskins continues to cruise. Savannah Pinedo up. Pinedo struck out swinging her first time, and off-speed pitch comes in high, 1-0. There's a little fastball, rise ball on the inside part of the plate. Pinedo fights it off, 1-1. Chloe Haskins deals at 1-0, off speed again, making generous use of the changeup here in this inning. And she didn't fool Yazik, but Aaron King was there to make a great play. 2-1. There's a heater down the inside part of the plate, and Pinedo turns on it but sends it foul. 2-2. Pinedo digs in at 2-2, and rise ball just high, full up, 3-2. Good eye by Pinedo. Here's the full count pitch, and just inside, and Pinedo draws a walk. As just kind of tucked in on the wrists of Pinedo. Good eye, and that's the first base runner for Chicago here in game 2. That'll bring up the center fielder, Hughes.
Number 23, Lainey Hughes.
Lainey Hughes was 1 for 2 in the last game, and now she fires one out into right field, and there's the first hit by Chicago as she turns on the first pitch by Chloe Haskins, and now all of a sudden Chloe Haskins was cruising through the first 3.5 innings, and Chicago's put 2 runners on in the top of the 4th, and they threaten.
For the Bruins, number 16, Lola Fisher.
This will bring up Lola Fisher. Lola, the first base woman who made a great play to snuff out a rally from Hope in the first inning. The front end of a double play. The first pitch is a ball. Here's a shot to shortstop, and a good hustle play there. And the inning is over, as that was a little sidewinder with lots of spin on it. And credit Kaylin Ebling with another great play. We've completed 3.5 innings. The score remains Hope 1, Chicago nothing.
Inning for the Flying Dutch.
Lexi Potapsik will lead off the bottom of the fourth for Hope College. She walked the first time through the order. And she was substituted in by Emily Martin to run, and then eventually the double play snuffed out that inning. First pitch on the inside part of the plate, 0-1. Rise ball swung on hard by Potapsik, and she gets a piece of it and fouls it back to the screen. 0-2. Vanessa Crombeam waiting on deck. That pitch is a ball, 1-2. Hefke cruising along, as is Haskins. Other than the run in the first inning, she's been really tough against Hope. That ball's a little bit low. Moves the count to 2-2. Rise ball swung on, popped up near the back of the backstop, but Focal is able to track it down and make the catch. It looked like it was going to land on the netting, but it didn't. That's one out. Here comes Crombeam. She struck out her first time up. Crombeam batting .324, including the previous contest this afternoon. All of the stats have been updated. First pitch is a strike. 0-1. Crombeam, the Granville, Michigan native, waits the pitch from Hefke, and she hits it hard and high, but it is not deep. And that ball will be retrieved by the shortstop, Fortier, and we have 2 outs.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 27, Kaylee Evelyn.
This game moving right along, as it is definitely a pitcher's game. Paige Hefke having her way with Hope College right now. That pitch is inside to Kaylin Ebeling. Kaylin Ebeling had 5 RBIs, and that ties her single game record. She's done that 2 other times in her career. 5 RBIs in game 1. Here's a ground ball to shortstop. Fortier fires it over to Fisher, and another half inning is in the books. We have completed 4 full innings. The score, Hope 1, Chicago nothing. Chloe Haskins ready to take the circle in the top of the 5th. She will face a new batter, Paige Vocal, a 5'3" first-year student from Zionsville, Indiana, making her first appearance today. Vogel has played in 11 games, started 9 of them, comes in with a batting average of .269. She takes the first pitch from Haskins just inside 1-0. Haskins has allowed only 1 hit. Is fouled back, 1-1. Haskins, the senior from Brighton, Michigan, a neuroscience major. Fun fact, both starting pitchers this afternoon, Paige Slancic and Avery Slancic and Chloe Haskins, both neuroscience majors. 2-1 is the count as Vogel. That one's also fouled back, 2-2. Haskins keeping her off balance with change of speeds. Vogel with 2 extra base hits on the year. That one swung on and fouled near the tributary to the west of the field. 2-2, the count remains. She's had 26 at-bats. She's had 7 hits, scored 6 times with 4 RBIs. Good eye, that count fills it up at 3-2. She's batting for Hefke, so we may see a pitching change to start the bottom of the 5th. Or we may see a re-entry. Good at bat by Vogel, another foul back to the screen. Line drive, speared by Nolan. And the good at bat by Vogel does not materialize into anything for the University of Chicago. There's 1 away.
Now batting for the Maroons, number 33, Caitlin Oldie.
That'll bring up Oldie. Caitlin Oldie did not play in the first game, another left-hander for Chicago, and that ball paints the outside part of the plate, 0-1. See 0-1 from Haskins. Swung on, tough play coming over. Nice play in the outfield by Vanessa Crombeam. It would have been foul. And we got 2 outs. That'll leave it up to Jules Waller.
Number 40, Jules Waller. That was an oldie but a goodie for home.
First pitch swung on and fouled back by Waller. Waller struck out her first time up. Here's the 0-1. Fades outside, 1-1. Haskins delivers right down the middle, but a little low, says Mr. Darrell Henderson, 2-1. Strike on the outside part of the plate. It's 2-2. Chloe Haskins tips that one just outside 3-2. She had a great trip to Florida. She had both a no-hitter and a one-hitter. And if I'm not mistaken, Alan Babbitt, they were on back-to-back days. Confirmed. That ball's going to be fouled out of play behind the Chicago dugout. 3-2. Haskins building on her 1.44 ERA coming into this afternoon's contest. Really the second one she's thrown in colder weather. There's a shot up the middle by Oldie, and that's going to be the second hit of the day, all the way to the fence. Good hustle by Peyton Benjamin to track it down and holding Oldie to a single, Waller. Oldie was just the batter. My apologies. Waller. 1 for 2 on the day is Waller, and that'll bring up Fortier. But I think we're going to have a runner first. Looks like the runner is going to be, we'll check our Chicago roster. I believe it's Lila Sims, who also made an appearance in the last game. And she will run for Waller. And up now will be Fortier, the shortstop.
Number 8, Claire Fortier.
Fortier had a great play at shortstop as part of the double play early in the game in the second inning, but then had a fielding error early on, or later on, excuse me. First pitch swung on, foul back. Fortier only batting .071 on the year. She started 8 games, played in 10, only 14 at bats with just 1 hit. Batting 9th in the lineup today. She flied out to left field her first time up. That one's fouled straight back. 0-2. Chloe Haskins has only given up 2 hits and is pitching a shutout here in the top of the 5th. 7 outs away. Ground ball to short. Over to first, and Hope College is out of the inning. Another great play by Kaylin Ebeling, and Hope College has another terrific defensive effort. We've completed 4.5. The score is Hope 1, Chicago nothing.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Flying Dutch, number 19, Bree Nolan.
Bree Nolan will begin the bottom of the 5th inning for Hope. Paige Hefke has had a terrific outing, shutting Hope down really at all spots. 1 unearned run accounts for the difference in the game, and that occurred in the bottom of the 1st. Grace Henry walked. Peyton Benjamin moved her on to second base. And then Aaron King singled to right, but there was an error in there that counted for an unearned run because of a throwing error. And that's been it. Unlike game 1 where there was lots of contact by the Hope College offense, there hasn't been much. Credit to Hefke for really shutting Hope down. Bottom of the 5th. 0-2 the count to Nolan. That one's fouled back. Good heater by Hefke. Hefke re-enters. You may recall she was subbed out for a pitching opportunity, or a hitting opportunity. Hard drop ball, just low, 1-2. Good spot for an 0-2 pitch to Bree Nolan. Here comes Hefke's 1-2, and it's dribbled down the first base line, a little squibber, and it's going to be picked up. Stepping on the bag is Fisher, and we got 1 away. That'll bring up Haley Bennett.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 24, Haley Bennett.
Haley Bennett, her first time through the lineup, had a nice single to left field. 1 for 1 on the day. for the catcher. The ball is low and just a little outside, 1-0. From Hefka's nice spot on the outside part of the plate. Knee high. Hefke's just been terrific today, as has Chloe Haskins. Real battle of excellent pitchers, 1-1. Right-hander delivers, swung on foul down the third base line. Nice little scoop up over there by Pinedo, but ball was just foul. It'll be 1-2. Excuse me, 1-1.
Please tell me you're not a senior.
I am.
She's nursing, so it's okay.
Isn't it 1-2 or is it?
2 outs. Check swing into right field, and that one is going to get lost in the sun, and that's going to be a base hit for Haley Bennett. Sims just really couldn't see anything. It was the worst time of the day and the worst spot in the field. And we have runner on first base.
No one let out the ground out to first and then the single. Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 6, Grace Henry.
That'll bring up the top of the order, Grace Henry, with a runner on and 1 out. Here's the pitch from Hefka, fouled back to the screen. Oh, 1 to Henry. Pitch from Hefke is outside, 1-1. Henry walked her first time through.
Yeah.
American history.
Secondary ads.
And grounded out to third on a bunt sacrifice, her second time up. Third time through the order facing Hefka. 1 ball, 1 strike. Why is it saying
Hey, it went out again to 2. Should be 1 and 2 to count 1 and
swung on foul by Grace Henry over the left field fence. 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bennett on first. Comes the pitch to Grace Henry, is down low. 2-2. Great at bat by Grace Henry. Hope's batters have made Hefke work hard, but Hefke has answered the call, and she has not allowed an earned run. Here's the pitch. Outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bennett sitting on first. She's had a great day. Solid behind the dish and 2 for 2 in today's game. Here's the full count from Hefke. Grace Henry fights off a really tough pitch. In on the hands. Swings foul. 3-2. The count remains. Hefke delivers another 3-2, and that ball is outside, and Grace Henry with a great at-bat. Her second walk of the day. Very judicious and diligent at the plate. And that's going to bring up Peyton Benjamin. Hope College trying to get a little rally going here, as they've had very little to brag about on offense. But on the arm of Chloe Haskins, they lead 1-0. That ball's swung on, foul back. Benjamin sacrificed bunt her first time up, and then in the third inning, she grounded out to third. Popped out to second in her second at bat. That one swung on hard and wiggles its way between the netting and our rooftop as somebody down below us was hope they had their heads up as that one came crashing down to the top row of the bleachers here at Walter Stadium. 0-2. Hope with an opportunity to extend their lead. That one's ground foul. They have made Hefke work very hard. She's thrown a lot of pitches. But up till now, she has been able to answer the call. But this will be the true test for Hefke as she is facing the heart of the Hope order. That one's popped up, and that is going to get out of play, chased to the back. Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes. Hope with some good at-bats in this half an inning. And they are trying their best to wear down Paige Hefke. Assistant coach Laura Chepkema coming out, delivering a handful of softballs to umpire Daryl Henderson. And now we are going to have, I believe, a substitution in the middle of the at-bat from the University of Chicago. We'll wait to see what the call is. We're all set to go. We're still sorting it out here in the press box. We think it may have been a late reentry call by the University of Chicago. But either way, we're going to continue as is. That ball 0-2 is low to Benjamin. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Hope trying to break open this game to give Chloe Haskins a little bit of breathing room. She's been terrific, as has Hefke. Back to the mound. They're going to go to third and get the lead runner and fired across the diamond. Not in time. Nice play by Hefke as she delivers to third base Pinedo, who fires it across the diamond. But not in time as Fisher scoops it up. We've got 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the senior from Hudsonville, Aaron King. Inside, right at the knees, 1-0. Hefke taking a little more time between pitches now as she lets go with a nice drop ball, just a little low, 2-0 to King. Hefke grooming the mound, steps back on the rubber and delivers the 2-0 as King pounds it hard, fouled on the left field line. 2-1. Aaron King has had a great 4-year career at Hope College. Begins this season batting .368, .438 on base percentage, and team leading .763 slugging percentage. I'd like to do a little slugging right here. Extra base hit would do the Flying Dutch quite well. 2-1 pitch, off speed and outside. 3-1. Hefka deals at 3-1, 2 outs, and hard drive to shortstop, but that's picked up in the dirt, and it's scooped up by Fisher. Nice play by Fortier, but the throw was a little low, but it didn't matter as Fisher made a great play. We've completed 5 innings. It's still Hope 1, Chicago nothing.
Number 22, Alina Yazek.
Chloe Haskins is 6 outs away from another victory and going 4-0 in the season, but she has the slimmest of margins as she will face the top of the order, Elena Yazek, to start the top of the 6th inning. The right-hander takes strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Yazek came into the contest this afternoon batting .238. Nice off-speed pitch. And somehow that was a ball. 1-1. Haskins delivers a rise ball driven into the gap, coming over and making a great running catch in the middle of the sun is Grace Henry, as that was a very, very tough play. First of all, she had to come hard. Secondly, the sun was right where the ball was. 1 out.
Now batting for the Maroons, number 11, Julia Focal.
Julia Focal next. She's 0-2 for today. In Game 1, she was also 0 for 2. As Chloe Haskins continues to mow down the Maroons. Little drop ball, fastball, right down the middle of the plate, 0-1. Haskins delivers. Rise ball right at Bree Nolan, who makes a great play. 2 pitches and another out, and we've got 2 outs. Had a few hard hits by Chicago, but for the most part, it's been Chloe Haskins dominating. Here comes Pinedo with a rise ball, takes a rise ball high. Savannah Pinedo has had a good game on defense, and off-speed pitch hits the right hand outside part of the plate, and we are 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Excuse me, 1-2. Haskins having her way through the Chicago lineup. Nice pitch at 1-2. Sails outside, 2-2. Pinedo 0 for 2. She struck out in the first inning. She swings and fouls it down the right field line. And then again in the 4th inning she walked. So she is 0 for 1. Excuse me, I stand corrected. Nice pitch, but it responds well. Pinedo coming over into gap between left and center. That's going to be extra bases from Pinedo, as Peyton Benjamin tracks it down quickly, but not until Savannah Pinedo has the second hit for Chicago of the night, the first extra base hit, and they've got their first runner in scoring position in the top of the 6th with 2 outs.
Now batting for the Maroons, number 23, Lainey Hughes.
Lainey Hughes steps in. The 5'6" senior from Erie, Colorado, takes a strike on the first pitch. Hughes is 1 for 2. She had the other hit in the 4th inning for Chicago. Rise ball, swing and a miss. Chloe Haskins not backing down as she fired hard rise ball at the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Haskins with a little room to work here at 0-2. Puts a little more spin on that rise ball, a little more lift up high, 1-2. Good pitch on 0-2. Hughes went 1 for 2 in the first game. Is 1 for 2 today, claiming one of the 2 hits for Chicago. Pinedo with the other one. Here's the pitch. Haskins sticking with the rise ball against Pinedo, trying to get her to be tempted to chase one of those, and Hughes showing great discipline. What started 0-2 is now a full count, 3-2. Base open. Hard drive to shortstop. Great play by Benjamin. Excuse me, not Benjamin. Potasic. Nope, not Ebeling. Excuse me, Ebeling with a great play. She fires it over to Caitlin Callow, and Hope College is out of a jam. We played 5.5 innings. It's Hope 1, Chicago nothing. Well, if all goes well for Hope College, this will be their last at-bat, and it will be started in the bottom of the 6th by Caitlin Callow. Paige Hefke has had a terrific game, allowing only 1 unearned run, 3 hits. 2 Chicago errors have helped the Hope cause, and that is where Hope is right now, 1-0. First pitch is a ball to Callow. There's a pitch for a strike. Callow in her first at-bat grounded out into that great double play that snuffed out that inning. This one's hit well to right center. Coming over is the right fielder Sims to make the play. And the sun has just gone enough behind the clouds to make that one a manageable play, and we got 1 out in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 16, Lexi Potapsik.
That'll bring up Potapsik 0 for 1 tonight. She had a walk earlier on. Fastball on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. The 0-1 to Potapsik. Up high, she swings hard at it. There's going to be trouble coming in as a left fielder, and she makes the play as Kaylin Oldie comes in to make a terrific stop. And that'll be 2 outs.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 17, Vanessa Crombie.
That'll leave it up to Vanessa Crombie, sophomore from Granville, facing Hefka for the 3rd time. She, like most of the Dutch, have not had a lot of success. She's 0 for 2 for today. She did score 1 run and have 1 RBI There's a swing. Hard drive down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases for Crombeam. Chased down by Oldie, but not before Crombeam cruises in with a stand-up double.
What was that double hit to? Straight away left field.
That'll bring up Ebeling with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Hope has left quite a few players on base as they have threatened, but a combination of Chicago defense and Paige Hefke's dominating performance in the circle has left Hope with just 1 run. That's a ball low to start the Ebeling at bat, 0-1. That ball catches the inside part of the plate, 1-1. The 1-1 to Kaylee. Off-speed pitch sails outside, 2-1. Hefka, deliberate between pitches. Here's the 2-1, just low, 3-1. Hope with some good at-bats, very patient. Hefka is patient as well. But other than a little bit of time in between pitches, this game has cruised right along. The 3-1 to Ebeling. Hit off the hands. It's going to be a tough play fielded by second base. Not in time at the throw home. Not in time. Great base running by Hope College. Vanessa Crombeam, as she never stopped as she circled around. The ball was played by Yazik. She fired it to Fisher. That ball was late, so it's an infield hit for Ebeling. And that's going to be 2-0 in favor of Hope, and that is a huge run. Vanessa Crombeam never broke stride as she rounded third.
I did not even look to see if she was coming. I knew she was coming.
Katie's got 2 on with 1 out.
And we are going to get a substitution for Hope College, and it's going to be at the plate.
Pinch hitter for the Flying Dutch. Now back
And it's going to be Sydney Zombo.
to Sydney Zombo.
Sydney Zombo came into the game and went 1 for 1 on a pinch hit last game. Was critical to the inning that put Hope over the top. The left-hander takes a pitch outside from Hefke. Zombo's played in 9 games. She's had 8 at-bats and 5 hits. So really leads the team, although she doesn't have as many as at-bats. She's hitting .625. She has a way of getting on. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and fouled down the first base line. That'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Didn't get a double play, but we got 2 outs.
Hefke waiting to pitch to the left-hander from Shelby Township. Swing and a miss on a great pitch by Hefke as she made her chase. That ends the inning, but Hope picks up a critical run. We've completed 6. It's Hope 2, Chicago nothing. Hope College is 3 outs away from sweeping the doubleheader against the University of Chicago. And Coach Mary Vanderhoof has made a closing pitcher substitution as Elena Adams is going to come in. It's her 6th appearance. She's only started 1, but she's had the role of closer. 15.2 innings, 7 earned runs. She's averaged 4.47 strikeouts per 7 and an ERA of 3.13. She fields the first play on the first batter, and that's going to be a great play by Adams as she is able to fire down to first and gun down Fisher for the first out of the 7th inning. Tough play, and Adams made it look easy. Adams, a sophomore from Oak Creek, Wisconsin. As I said, making her 6th appearance.
Number 10.
That'll bring up Paige Hefke. No more substitutions left for her if we want her to stay. If the coach wants to stay in the game, and there's a ball inside. Different look from Adams. So the ball comes off at a different angle, and that one fires in at the ankles of Hefke. 1-0. Okay. Ground ball to first. Picked up by Caitlin Callow, and we've got 2 outs. This would be Adams' 2nd save of the season, as 5 of her 6 appearances have been in relief. And that'll leave it up to Caitlin Oldie. 0 for 2 on the night. Hope giving up only 2 hits between Adams and Haskins. First pitch is outside. 1-0. Right-hander deals. Swung on, scooped up by Nolan as she fires across the diamond. And Hope College, just like that, has completed the doubleheader sweep of the University of Chicago. The final score, Hope College 2, the University of Chicago nothing. We appreciate you joining us. This is Hope College Softball.